yeah. 하고 싶은 대로 내 맘대로 yeah yeah yeah. 햇볕 좋은 그늘 아래에 앉아 눈을 감고 잠깐 나를 봐봐 머릿속에서 다툼은 끝나고 지겨운 얘기들은.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing okay. Today's going to be probably a long-ish video, so I got my little picnic, you know, but inside, because I don't like being outside. And that's why I'm vitamin D deficient. That was TMI, I'm sorry. So, like I asked you guys a few weeks ago, I believe, I was personally interested in reacting to the performances from Kingdom, since I did the last seasons as well. And so I'm glad to see that we're on the same page, you know, I'm glad to see that you guys are interested in checking this as well. So basically it's just going to be me, probably going to be mind blown and giving my opinion at the end of the video. Then again, it's just what I do every time. I don't know why I'm explaining this. So I'm not gonna give you any spoiler though, or maybe I will mention the ranking at the end. So if you guys don't want to hear about it, I'm gonna let you skip. I'm gonna give like a timestamps or something, you know. That said, I don't know you guys, but like out of the 6 group that are here, I mean, I like all of them. It's pretty easy actually. First of all, I gotta say that this lineup I did not see coming. I did not ever think nor consider that any group from YG would ever participate in a Mnet show, and I'm low-key glad. But also, this is like what, the 3rd, 4th survival program that iKON is in. It's kind of like, are they addicted to this type of program? What is it? Because to me it's kind of like torture really. But anyways, so like I said, I like all of those groups. So to put it into context, I had the chance to see 4 out of those 6 group live. So I saw ATEEZ, Stray Kids, iKON, and The Boys. And out of those 4, the 2 groups that I preferred seeing performing live were iKON and ATEEZ. Those 2 groups are beasts, and so I actually wonder how it's going to be translating in a show like this, because the way I see a performance is when they're on stage during concert, it's a lot more wild and a lot more free than what we see on those shows. So I wonder how their whiteness is going to be tamed, especially iKON. You know, they're known to be goofy, they're known to be absolutely wide on stage, and so I wonder how they're going to be adapting to this type of environment, you know. But with that being said, I have all the performances from the 1st episode and the 3 performances from the 2nd episode. Oh, I almost forgot, there's also the episode 0. If I understand correctly, each group had 1 member representing them on stage, and so they each have like a little panel or something. So I'm gonna watch this as well. Let's do this in order, right? So let's go. Oh, sorry. Wait. I want to see who performed though. Juyeon from The Boys, Ino from Stray Kids, San from ATEEZ, Minhyuk from B2B, Yoo Taeyoung. Why? Was there always the U in front of? Oh, anyways. SF9 and DK from iKON. Alright. This is probably going to give me like a mental gymnastic exercise or whatever, because I know all of their names. But still, it's a lot of people. Anyways, let's go. Oh, I almost thought that was French for a second. But no, that's what is it? Latin? Oh, wow. The body proportion of this man is just like, look at him, are you kidding me? Oh, Road to Kingdom. Who's the king? Still remember the performance during the... during what is it, Mama or something? One word. Epic. That's it? That was it? No way, right? That's Ino? Who the f are you? No, because sorry, I think I just drooled. We've never seen him like this before. Are you kidding me? because he's insane for this. Did I just lick my lips? Yeah, they did not hold back production-wise, huh? Aww. I know how rude he can be, so he's gonna be dangerous. Minhyuk is gonna be freaking dangerous. I already know. I feel like a lot of people are going to rediscover B2B through this, honestly. Because like the image that we have of B2B is not necessarily what we... Oh, wow. No, you're gonna hit me with that. TY. Yes, Taeyang. Yes. How come they all know how to jump super high and do pirouettes and everything, and it's like so... Wow. Stunning. Just the tip of his fingers are like so beautiful as well, you know. Oh, DK, right. Why did they cut his hair? How dare you? Well, this sounds like he's going to war. That's freaking cool. As someone who is a what is it? I enjoy like design and everything, and so when I first saw the logo for each group, I'm just like, I just want to know, I just want to get like the behind the scenes of like the team who worked on the like the design team, you know, because it's just so freaking clever how they made all of these logos into a crown, or like incorporated the concept. I don't know, to me it's just like an art form in itself, and I feel like a logo for a group or like a concept or whatever, a comeback is like such an important factor, because the logo is what represents you at the end of the day, you know, and people are going to be recognizing you through your logo. You have to convey your personality through your logo, you have to convey power, and like, I don't know, in my head that's how it is, at least. I just think I'm not going to be able to rank these performances. However, I feel like the one that felt the most cohesive and the most complete was probably Taeyang's stage. I've seen a few articles saying how unfair some of the stages were, like the sets were. Like when you take a look at some of the groups, Sun had almost no background or no props or whatever, while Taeyang had like a full-on set which complemented his concept and went well with what he was trying to convey. So I really do think that Taeyang's stage was the best, not only because he's an amazing dancer, but also because the set felt complete. Also, I gotta say that since his stage was one of the most bright, it gives a contrast compared to the other groups. Like we started off with stages that were mainly very dark and mainly very powerful, and then suddenly we have something that is a bit more poetic, a little bit more flowy and everything, so it does give this contrast, you know, and so that's why I think he stands out. So I would say right now Taeyang's performance was my favorite. That was just episode 0. So now we're going to move on to the first episode, and so I have all the stages here. I remember them calling this stage like the what is it, the 100-second performance. So yeah, it speaks for itself, right? Anyways, so let's start with Wave from 80s. Let's go. The pirate concept is incredible in my opinion. Actors. What number, like Hakuna I thought that in my head sounds like so sweet, you know? Oh shit, the way they made this into like a demoniac. Just... Oh damn. This is live. I swear to God, this is that a real flamethrower? Wait, that felt no, that was way too short. Are you kidding me? Oof. They look great. The intensity I fucking caught. Okay, wait, sorry. There's a lot to digest in here. Let me just go back to what I was saying. First of all, the pirate concept that they have, brilliant. Really, nothing to add to this. It's pretty crazy to me how they turn this joyful, bright, colorful concept into such a demoniac concept. Because like the way they started the song felt very much like a demon like started singing, you know? And I don't mean that in a bad way. This is just completely different from the original song. So first of all, props for like the remastering of the song. Now, this is live, isn't it? Like we can hear them breathing, we can hear them hitting those notes and everything. And so I don't understand how it is humanly possible to have such like an intense dance and performance to go through and still be able to sing live. Like I know this is their job, but like still freaking impressive, you know? Now I wonder if they had any type of like restrictions in terms of sets or like props or whatever, because like the only props that I see here is the flamethrower, and the members themselves kind of like created a set, you know, with them like supporting Stan at the end, etc. So they built that set themselves. I think I'm gonna keep that in mind to kind of see how the other groups are going to be like managing this stage, because this is something that is freaking important to me, knowing how the stage is quite narrow, you know, there's not that much possibility to move around or whatever. I still want to see the groups really just reach the whole entire stage if possible, so we'll see about that. So far, impressed. Next up is B2B. So like I said, B2B, we have an image of them that is either we know them through being dorks or either that or being incredible vocalists. I don't know them much more than that. I know they're like Huda Zone, for instance. Huda Minyak, when he did his solo, I know that. I know his solo work and everything, but like I gotta be honest, I don't know that much of their skills. I'm interested. So I don't know what the song is. It is written in Korean. So anyways, let's go. So they're the group with the least amount of members, right?
Love and pain, love and pain. Yeah, listen from my mistakes. 수빈 실패로부터 성장해. 아픈 건 없어지겠지만 상처들은 영원해. But that's what it's called.
This gives me chills. This is live. Wow. Okay. They grab our attention in a very different way to the other groups. I mean, I haven't seen the other groups yet, but like their approach to this seems very different. Like I feel like we can definitely sense the the level of experience between B2B and 80s, for instance. The upcoming groups are like newer group, I would say, are known to go hard and to really they have something to prove, right? The already well-established group and who have been in this industry for years already are known to have this aura around them that just screams, we are your seniors. Knowing a little bit their concepts, it just fits them perfectly. It's not like they came out and tried to impress people with something drastically different, you know. This is still very much them, but make it special for this stage, if that makes sense. It's almost like this is what I would expect for like a special stage at the end of the year. Okay, so far we have very distinct approaches to this, but I'm not complaining. This is where we can also see the personality maybe of the group, or like the essence of a group, of a concept. We'll see about that. Anyways, moving on, we have SF9 with Good Guy. Let's go. Oh, that's cool. Now, I like seeing this. Oof, Zuo! I see you! Oh my. Okay, Taeyang is like directing the whole thing. I love it. Oh, okay, sir. Yes! This stage feels so much longer though. Oh! Wait, was Roon not there? Sunny. Those men. Am I the only one who's like very impressed by their, what is it, their breathing control? Like, this is packed. I mean, 100 seconds is not that long. In those 100 seconds, you'll have to showcase everything that you're capable of with your own song that people already know of. And so you have to make it original, impactful, and long-lasting, if that makes sense. Wasn't Good Guy their first win? I like the little clin d'oeil. Alright, so I think you might have understood my snapping a little bit earlier if you've watched my reaction to the previous season, but I love personally when we get to see the artist not only interacting between themselves, but interacting with the environment that they're in. Meaning here there is an interaction with the the panel, the light panel that is below them, you know, beneath them. So like there is a concordance, a link, a connection with the dance, the member, the sets, and the beat, you know. So like everything is just so cohesive, and so it's creating this rather simple looking stage. Like it elevates it, if that makes sense, in my personal opinion. This to me shows a little bit how you don't necessarily have to have props or a decor or whatever during your performance. However, you need to be very clever with the way you are interacting and connecting with your environment and make it your own. You have to show that you are owning the stage. You have to show that this is yours. And to me, they managed to do this. Another thing that I felt is that I felt this stage was a lot longer than the other two. I think one of the reasons why I think this felt a little bit longer was I feel like the intro was longer than the two other songs. Weirdly enough, I don't know. I really liked it. Like so far, this might be my favorite, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. And next is Stray Kids with Mira. This song. Let's go. Yeah, this song is legendary. Oh, Hyunjin. Are those? Yeah, dog barking, right? Oh my god, this show is going to give me a heart attack. No way. Damn, they're good. What? Oh. Wow. Oh my god, that is clever as fuck. Are you kidding me? Yeah. He looks like the, you know, there's this movie with Song Joong Ki and Park Park Bo-young, I believe, like werewolf or something, and he looks like a werewolf here. You know what I mean? Like with the mullet and everything. Anyways. Well, they kind of like put into execution everything that I've said before. In my head, the definition of like a very full, complete stage is the incorporation of props. Not that many, you know, just one unique point that is going to link your whole concept, and that is going to be impactful and forgettable, and them interacting within themselves with the stage beneath them, like in front of them, below them, etc. And lastly, one of the most important thing in my opinion is to create a storyline, and this is something that I praised the boys a lot during the Road to Kingdom season. Is I liked how almost every time they had this red thread that they were following, and so each of their stages made sense, and there was a follow-up, you know, so you were curious to know, to get to know the follow-up, the following chapter, what's going to happen next, etc. And so I think this is what Stray Kids also created in this, is they created a mini story in here with the storyline. You have the start, you have the end, and it feels complete. Like they wrapped it up very nicely for us. Another thing in my opinion is that this felt effortless, if that makes sense. Like this is what they do. It doesn't feel out of place, it doesn't feel weird or bizarre or odd to see them performing this way, because this is what they do on a regular, on a basis. It is still impressive, but this is still so much on brand, you know. So now let me just update a little bit my ranking. This is my favorite so far. So moving on, we have the Stealer from the boys' epic version. Yes, it is. See, Stray Kids and the boys are going to compete for like who's gonna give me a heart attack first. They have the experience. Oh, I've never seen that done before. That's incredible. Oof. That's beautiful. Oh my god. And that is why they won the Road to Kingdom season. It's undeniable. Oh my lord. This man is gonna give me a heart attack just because of his visual. But okay, let's get serious. This is why they won. I had a lot of you know, favorites in the previous seasons, but like I honestly think that they deserve to win, and they proved during those 100 seconds they deserve this spot, and they worked extremely hard to get to where they are now. I think the experience that they've gone through during the previous season is going to help them tremendously. I feel like there's going to be less time to adapt maybe to the concept, and like to know what direction to take, or like how they're going to be working to like create the stage or whatever, because like the automatism is already here. The aspect that I liked the most about this is how they made this stage multi-dimensional. First of all, the traveling of the camera. Again, this is something that I absolutely love. It is not static, it is movement. You know, you can sense the traveling, you can see the flow of the stage being created. You are being taken, it is creating a point A and a point B, and in between you have this journey, right? I really like how during Sonu's rap, we saw the two hands coming, you know, on the sides of the camera like this. It is creating this depth. And another, I mean, the thing that I liked the most is the transition between this very dominating, powerful concept that is the Stealer to such a delicate and sophisticated and soft ballet concept, you know, like that transition was impeccable. And so while the other groups were focusing on showcasing maybe one side of that concept, they went ahead and showed two sides. of the concept, the powerful one, the soft one, and they blended it, and this is the result. While the beginning was extremely enchanting and like almost like them whispering in your ears and everything, it almost like we ascended to paradise, you know what I mean? So we started off with the snake in our ears, you know, whispering stuff like this, and then is it an addiction, right? And it's leading up to this paradise with the ballet and everything. Like we have ascended, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna give you my complete ranking right now. I'm gonna watch the last stage first before giving my complete opinion regarding the first episode. So Rhythm Ta, iKON. Damn, I love the logo. Red, of course it has to be red. That reminds me of when they were on Win. Jinan is good. Is that ZK Jinan, right? Yeah. Hey. Hey. Stop. So cute. What is this? Hey, this sounds medieval. I love this song. Aren't they the only group who smiled on stage? I'm pretty sure they're the only group who smiled on stage. And if that does not speak level to you, I don't know what does. I can't remember, like YG in general have a love for the stage, and it's just embedded in them, you know, like they were born to perform on stage. Now the definition of performance might be different from one person to another, and that's why I said at the beginning that knowing how wide they are on stage, will they be able to adapt to such program where their definition of performance does not necessarily equal the performance that Kingdom has in its mind, if that makes sense. Bobby was smiling from ear to ear, Yoonyoung as well, I believe, and so you can see that their vision of, you know, performing is drastically different from the other groups, really, at least in my eye. And so this stage to me just screams, yeah, this is iKON doing iKON, baby, you know. I'm having almost like a sense of like, we know our worth and it really doesn't matter what people think of us. I'm not sure though. All right, so sorry, let me just get into the ranking then. So if you don't want to know the ranking, the official ranking for this, well, you might want to skip. I'm gonna try to remember to put a timestamp somewhere on the screen. Stray Kids came in at first, which does not surprise me. The Boys second, does not surprise me either. They are honestly my top two. Now B2B came at third, SF9 fourth, ATEEZ fifth, and last iKON. Now, while you guys know that my heart just love, I'm a YG stan, you know, so obviously I love iKON, but I do understand why they placed last. And it all comes down to the definition of what they think performance is. iKON's definition of performing is, I feel like in their mind, in their head, is very different from the way performing is for the other groups, at least in my opinion. And I do understand why they ranked last, but I also know that iKON are thick-skinned and they're very tough. They've gone through so many survival programs already, but all those times those survival programs were YGs, and so now they have to adapt to like the Mnet type of survival program, which is very different. And so it's going to be super interesting to see how they're going to be adjusting their performance mindset to this show, if that makes sense. Now personally, my ranking would have been The Boys, Stray Kids, SF9, B2B, ATEEZ, iKON. And this is just very personal, honestly. I think one of the reasons why I'm putting ATEEZ this low, quote unquote this low, even though I love them, right, is because while their stage was extremely powerful, it came out as maybe being a little bit unpolished compared to some of the other performances. Since they are trying to give out this very powerful and intense energy, it almost felt too much. And so at some moment, it might be considered messy a little bit. Moving on, why is B2B my 4th place? They did not show me something that I wasn't aware of already, if that makes sense. Like, I know that this is what they do now. I want to be surprised, right? I want to see more of them in the future. I want to see them, you know, have a different approach to this show. And why is SF9 there? Well, I think I explained it earlier. Now, why is The Boys first to me and not Stray Kids? While I understand why they are first in the ranking. Miro is such an iconic song, and the song in itself leaves such a big impact, but also the acting of the members during that performance was absolutely insane. So like, they are really selling the concept fully, no question. So obviously I understand why they came in first, but I personally preferred the duality of The Boys' stage. It was very delicate at the end, and it was really, really beautiful to see this transition during that 100 seconds, you know. So that is my personal, you know, ranking at the moment. You guys feel free to let me know your own ranking. Now this concludes the first episode. I have 3 more stages from the 2nd episode, so we're gonna check this out now. All right, so we're going to start with No Air, in brackets, a song of ice and fire. I just love how they're trying to make it sound like super mysterious and everything. Well, it is mysterious because I don't have any idea of what that means, but let's go. And those are like way longer performances, and I'm here for it. Oh, Are those people frozen? Frozen people? Dead people? Who is that? Is that Suyeon again? Oh wow, I already saw nothing, so thanks. Ugh. This hair on him. What is this blinding game that we're playing right now? Whoa. Oh, that's beautiful. This is a whole play. See how they're playing with the camera? Sonu gotta stop. Isn't he scared of like heights? Ooh. Oh, that is spectacular. They're not just interacting with the set, they're like becoming one with the set. That is incredible. Jacob looks good with his hair. They gotta stop doing that. When I tell you. Oh, when I tell you they're gonna give me a heart attack, I'm not even joking. The way they have stunned in almost all of their stages makes my brain hurt it hurts. Since this is how they finished it, this is probably the first thing that I remember is how we started off with all the panels around them, the LED panels and like beneath them, etc., being frozen and everything with a very cold tone, and then we ended up with fire, like explosion, fire, fumes, etc. So we have this transition and they're creating this storyline, they're putting this storyline for us to follow, and our brain will automatically, very easily pick up the points where, okay, this is the start, this is the end, this is what's happened in between. This is, they took us on this journey again, and this is what I love about them. They're storyteller, and I've kept on saying this since the last season already. They are incredible storyteller, and this is no exception. The aesthetic of the whole stage gave me a lot of, what is it, Greek mythology, mythology, I don't know how you say it, but like with the columns and everything, it gives me that, you know, like that temple. Really love the aesthetic of it, and like I said, they are not even just playing and like interacting with the sets anymore. They are becoming one with the sets, and it's just so freaking clever. They are bringing this poetic side to the quite dark concept, and they somehow always manage to bring out the beauty out of something that is not necessarily beautiful at the beginning, if that makes sense. They're really offering us such like a delicate and beautiful stage. Like, again, this is art, period. All right, moving on. This is okay, so this is Love Scenario and Tuketa Killing Me from Icon, 2 of my favorite songs of theirs. So also iconic songs of theirs. Let's just go ahead. Starting with the end, isn't it so brilliant? What does he have underneath this trench coat? See, the traveling. And I thought I was tired of this song. What is this twist? So tell me they're wearing leather and chains and they're singing this? This is like Icon doing Winner. Okay, now switch it up, baby. Give it to me. Oh, that's beautiful. Killing Me, and we have this shot. This song, seriously. Oh! Why do they keep on doing those stunts? That shit is dangerous. Ooh, he's hot. That makes me think of Vincenzo now. Ooh. This just looks like that concert. Yoon, what the fuck? Ooh. Interesting. Damn, he looks good. So we have 2 songs with which we are ending with fire. Is that like a common thing? Was it, oh wow. Was it on purpose? Whatever the case is, this is already much more complete than when I what I saw from their first stage, you know. I mean, maybe it's because my mind is already used to, like, it is expecting something from all of those groups based from what I've seen from the previous seasons. So like, I almost expect my definition of performance to fit all of those groups, which is not possible. And so while I do think that this is already such an improvement from their first stage, it is still very much icon-like, which I love, you know, but in this particular environment and instance, I don't think it fits the image quite yet. But in my opinion, we already see a different approach from like the first performance that they had in this one. There is the interactions, there is the sets and the props and everything. Now, I didn't like the outfits. I feel like the trench coat with them wearing that underneath was just like, it didn't fit, you know? I wish honestly that they just stick to a love scenario and recreated like a full storyline better than them, you know, putting those two songs together which have such a different concept. So I understand them wanting to show different concepts, but those two songs and stages on their own would have been better in my opinion than putting them together and connecting them together. But I have high hopes for the future. So last but not least, we have B2B stage. Oh, I love this song. Missing You, right? Missing... Oh, I love this song. Anyways, so theater version. Let's go. Oh, wow, okay. Let's see, we've brought the whole freaking forest. That's beautiful. Oh, this is reminding me of Hoa. I love it, you know, with that. That's stunning. The details of the earrings and everything. Tell me how many people are crushing on him. This is so easy for them, holy crap. Tell me how many people he's wrecking right now. Damn, B2B are going to be unexpectedly a very strong competitor, huh? The way he just did a whole routine, took the mic, singing. 장섭 and Eunkwang are like musical singers, right? Wow. Thank you for wrecking me, sir. Wow, that's stunning. How many panels are there? Like, it looks like they are different rooms. That is absolutely stunning. Damn, I did like, this is still B2B, but like make it more exceptional, you know? They really spiced it up, and I personally didn't really think of them as being a threat to maybe groups like Stray Kids or The Boys. B2B are giving me a new view almost of what performance could be like on that show. They're really just staying true to themselves but making it a lot more special, and they're adding this depth to the already very beautiful song with this performance of Minhyuk in the middle, you know, and it's just adding this spice really to the whole stage, and this was brilliant. First of all, stunning. The sets were stunning. I liked the little details and like the effort of like making it cohesive with the traditional elements, you know. So we had some Korean traditional elements, we also had the violin, so it's also like a mix of those two orchestra almost instruments, and it's beautiful. And so they just gave this song a more Korean vibe, and I really like it. Like I always say, I like mix and blending of style in the way they are just so effortlessly making this beautiful. It's also very impressive. This second episode, I think I was most impressed by B2B. While I still prefer watching The Boys' stage, I was most impressed with B2B's stage. So this is very promising. So this has been a long video. Just feel free to let me know your own ranking in the comments, you know, but I'm gonna wrap this up here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.